I hope you are fine and fit, and I hope you have completed all work. And also, I hope you are healthy. Okay, now today we have discussed about the lesson 7 national festivals. In this chapter, we have studied about the national festivals of India. But before that, we have discussed about the homework those are given in previous online class. First, you see the homework. Hello student, as you know that in previous online class I have given homework learn exercise of lesson 5 and 6. I hope all of you learned exercise of lesson 4, 5 and 6 in proper way, and I request you all of you have to write name, class and section in comment box daily after watching the video. Okay, always keep in mind for your attendance this is a very compulsory for you, very important for you. So all student do this activity. After the watching the video, you have to write name, class and section for your attendance. Okay, keep in mind. Okay, lesson 7 national festivals. India is a land of diverse cultures and religions. You know that in our country, different types of religions are people lives. They follow the different religions, but lived here, and they have the different cultures. To show India is a diverse culture and religious country. To bring them all together and unite them with the code of nationality, we celebrate various national festivals. We celebrate various national festivals. You know that Republic Day, Independence Day, Gandhi Jayanti. There are three men's, you can say three only national festivals of India. You know that in our country many religious other cultural festivals are celebrated, but you know that national festivals only three: Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Now see one by one. First festival is Republic Day. You know that 26th January is celebrated as a Republic Day and is a national festival of our country. It's celebrated with a great enthusiasm across India. On this day, in the year 1950, India's constitution came into effect and India became a republic. The main programs is held on Rajpath, New Delhi, where the President of India hosts the national flag and presides over a grand parade. Bravery award are awarded to the brave children of the nation. You know that 26th January, also known as Republic Day. On this day, you know that our constitution effect. That's why we celebrate as a Republic Day. Okay. Now next festival is Independence Day. You know that every year on 15th August, we Indians observe Independence Day to celebrate our sovereignty, which we achieved after a long fight with the British. Who ruled us for almost 2 centuries, means you can say 200 years. This day is celebrated with a great pomp and show all over the country, and it commences with a flag hosting ceremony by the Prime Minister of India and at the Red Fort of New Delhi, from where he addresses the nation. It is followed by many cultural programs across the country. You know that 15th August, we celebrate 15th August as a Independence Day. We got the freedom from British after 200 years in 1947, 15 August 1947. So we celebrate Independence Day on 15th August. Now next festival is Gandhi Jayanti. The birthday of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, is observed as a national holiday across the country. On this day, means 2nd October, homage is paid to Bapu, who played a vital role in the independence of India. Internationally, this day is observed as the Day of Non-Violence Day, as Mahatma Gandhi preached non-violence or ahimsa and was epitome of truth and peace. Peace. So, 20 cent. So 20. You know that 2 October, 2nd October, we celebrate as a Mahatma Gandhi birthday. You know that in this now on this day in our country many programs also across the country many programs are running and on that day. So on the basis of 26th January, Republic Day, Independence Day, and 2nd October. So here some questions, 5 questions are given. These questions based on national festivals. Okay. Choose the correct answer. Those are here 5. Each question had 4 options, and what option is correct? See one by one. First, the International Day of Non-Violence is the International Day of Non-Violence is observed on 2nd October. It is the birthday of, you know that the International Non-Violence Day celebrated on 2nd October, and you know that the 2nd October it is the birthday of a great person, and that person famous for non-violence. Okay, option A Jawaharlal Nehru, B Mahatma Gandhi, C Sarojini Naidu, D Lal Bahadur Shastri. So Mahatma Gandhi is the right answer. B option is correct. Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi is the right answer. Second, Mahatma Gandhi was born in which state of India? A. Gujarat, B. Madhya Pradesh, C. Karnataka, D. Andhra Pradesh. Yes, Gujarat is right answer. Gujarat, Porbandar. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi was born in which state of India? In Gujarat. Okay. Now third, who takes the salute of the Grand Parade of Republic Day in New Delhi? Option A Defense Minister, B Prime Minister, C Governor, D President. Yes, President. Next, National Bravery Award of given to children for their indispensable courage on 26th January, 15th August, 14th November, 2nd October. 26th January is a right answer. Now next and last, Jana Gan Man, the national anthem of India, was written by, you know that our national anthem is Jana Gan Man. Who written? Who write? Who wrote? A. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. B. Rabindranath Tagore. C. Lata Mangeshkar. D. Subhash Chandra Bose. Yes, Rabindranath Tagore is the right answer. See again. The International Day of Non-Violence is observed on 2nd October. It is the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. B option is correct. Mahatma Gandhi was born in which state of India? Gujarat. A option is right. Who takes the salute at the Grand Parade on Republic Day in New Delhi? President is the right answer. D option. National Bravery Award are given to children for their indispensable courage on 26th January. And next, Jana Gan Man, the national anthem, was written by Rabindranath Tagore. B option is right answer. In this video, I also explain the Lesson 8 Civilian Awards. So, all students listen carefully. These awards means civilian awards are decorations are awarded to people for their contribution in a specific field or distinguished services. They are highest lauded to any civilian in India. Here 4 awarded given in book: Bharat Ratna, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. Now see all. Now see one by one all award. So see carefully. Now first award is Bharat Ratna. The highest civilian award of India. You know that the Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award of India, which means Gems of India, Ratna of India, is conferred to the people. This is a symbol of Bharat Ratna. See this, okay? People field of arts, science, public services, literature, and after 2030, even the field of sports also include in after 2013, sports also include in this award. This award can be bestowed 3 times in a year. This award was introduced in the 1954. Who give the best performance, good, you can just contribute the a different work, unique work, and that person are able to got this award, Bharat Ratna. And many persons recommended the different people, and our government through the meeting, through the voting, select the right person. Those are performing well in all fields, in art, in science, in public services, and also in sports. Now next award is Padma Vibhushan. In English Padma Vibhushan, but you know that in Hindi Padma Vibhushan. This is the symbol of Padma Vibhushan. See carefully. Padma Vibhushan award is the second highest civilian award of India. This is the second highest civilian award of India and was introduced in 1954. This award also introduced in 1954, just like Bharat Ratna. All citizens belonging to any caste, a race, a gender, religion, are entitled to this honor for their exceptional and distinguished services. Satyendra Nath Bose was the first Indian to receive this award, means receive Padma Vibhushan award, and this award introduced in 1954. Okay, see carefully. This the symbol of Padma Vibhushan. Okay, now next award. Now next award is Padma Bhushan. Padma Bhushan, and see this diagram. This is the symbol of Padma Bhushan, and this award means Padma Bhushan award is the third highest civilian award of India and is awarded to a citizen to recognize his distinguished services of high order to the nation. It is presented by the government of India. Okay, this is the third highest civilian award of India. Which award? Padma Vibhushan. Padma Bhushan. Padma Bhushan. Okay, this is the symbol of Padma Bhushan. See carefully. Okay, now next award. Next award is Padma Shri. Padma Shri. Okay, now this is the symbol of Padma Shri award. See carefully. This is the means Padma Shri is the fourth highest civilian award of India, and this award is given by the government of India and includes recognizing the services rendered by the government servant too. Okay, and this is the fourth highest civilian award of India. Which award? Padma Shri. Now all students write down the homework of lesson 7 and 8. Homework is learn exercise of lesson 7 and 8. You have to learn exercise of lesson 7 and 8 in proper way. And I request you, I remind again, in comment box after watching the video, in comment box you have to write name, class and section for your attendance daily after watching the video. This is the compulsory for you. So all students do it. Okay, always keep in mind.